smoked salmon. First, gotta brine it overnight. Normally I would use fillets. This is Coho salmon from Alaska, fresh from Alaska. I normally would use fillets, like a whole salmon, or one side, but I didn't order it. This is what he had in that was really fresh and good, and priced well. So, some people will smoke these with the skin on. And this is not a great fillet knife. But then again, it's not a bad one. I got a fillet knife somewhere in the drawer, but I'm not going to get it out. Okay, here's one. And then here's the other. And you know, this is gonna have the bone in it, this piece. But I'm gonna use it. And again, I'll let a little bit of meat there. This is still kind of frozen in a way. Oh. That stuff would make good salmon burger. Again, it's a little irritating to have a smoked salmon with bone in it, but it does flake pretty well. I mean, there's the spine. And, you know, this is somewhat slippery, so you need a sharp knife. And you just need to be careful that you don't slip into yourself and end up cutting yourself, which will ruin the whole event, the whole process. So there's that. I forgot the skin is on here. You gotta be careful I don't butcher it. I kind of butchered this one a little bit, smashed it. You want to get this brown layer off here. It doesn't have the freshest taste, and I don't know if there's toxins in it or what, but you know, all fish has toxins anymore, no matter where you get it. It's sad, but true. Okay, so there's that. That one came out real nice. And then there's this one. Pierce it here. So I'm making a video on this, but I'm just filming the brining part today, and it'll be in the refrigerator till tomorrow. And then I'll show you the flavoring part, where I take it out, dry it, you know, pat it dry, and then I'm going to flavor it with probably a maple, brown, and honey. I'm going to use coconut sugar for today in the brine, but that's just for curing it, for brining it, I mean. All right, now the brine, you're just going to take a glass bowl, glass or plastic. Don't use metal anytime you're using salt. So this is not rocket science. Coconut sugar is not as dense and sweet as regular sucrose. And since it's only a brine, it really doesn't matter. And then coarse salt, I just use this. It's inexpensive sea salt for this application. And about 1/3 of a cup. And that looks like about 1/3. Again, I'm not measuring. And then cold water. And then the salmon. Okay. Here's that. And then plastic wrap over it like that. There. Plastic wrap. There. And there you have it. So tomorrow, and there you have it. So tomorrow, I will show you, I'll take it out in the morning, and like I said, drain it, put it on some paper towels, and let it get dry. So, okay, so that I just wanted to show you the brining process, and we'll continue this tomorrow. Okay, so this is day 2 of the smoked salmon video. So what I did was yesterday and you saw that I brined the salmon, and then I put it in the refrigerator and let it sit. Then I took it out this morning, and you can see it here. I went ahead and patted it dry, and then I put it on these plates, and I put it back in the refrigerator until it dried completely in the refrigerator, and now it has this sticky glaze on it. And that's the sugar and the salt and from the brine, and it's giving it that sticky glaze. So now I'm going to put it in the smoker, and so what I have to do is to smoke it, I have an electric smoker. I have this set up here. I have to put, this is applewood flakes, and I'm filling this up. It's about a little over halfway. And I dampened these this morning. They're still damp, I can feel it, but they're not soaking wet, which I don't like them when they're soaking wet. I sometimes use them dry, but it gets pretty smoky and it goes fast. So if I have time, I'll wet them, but I don't want them super wet, like dripping wet. So they have to, you wet them, then you gotta let them sit around for a couple hours in the colander, and they just kind of drain out a little bit, and then they're damp, but they're not soaking wet. And then they really seem to burn well that way. So that's done. And then this is just going to go in the smoker. It's got a screen on the bottom, and there's a heating element that heats it up. I don't want to pull that out, even though I got one stuck in there. Oh well. It's not going to go anywhere. So now, the salmon is going to get basted a couple of times with a brush. I'm going to put a little bit of honey on it, and I'm going to put a little bit of pure maple sugar. And then the honey is, this is this buckwheat honey that I ordered online. Is this the one? It just comes from Canada. I also got one. This one comes from North Dakota. I haven't tried this one yet. I haven't tried either one of them. Actually, my son did, but I haven't tried them. We do a lot of honey in the wintertime because we drink a lot of tea, hot tea. But, you know, as you can see, I got a bunch more coming. I like Good Earth, Celestial, and Bigelow. So there's a couple, one or two of each brand that I enjoy. I don't enjoy all different, a whole ton of varieties, but I like the sweet and spicy from Good Earth, especially this one. This is my absolute favorite, and it's caffeine free. This one's organic, but it comes regular and organic. And then I've ordered this one from their website. First time I ordered from their website. I haven't tried it yet. I did have some of this also from their website. So, you know, I mean, I do a few varieties, and then back here, I don't know why I've gone from salmon to tea. I'm gonna have some tea now that I'm looking at it. The spiced cherry, which I've already tried, that's pretty good. But at night, generally, I do that sweet and spicy with some honey. And that does the trick. It helps to put me to sleep. I got some sleep aids, some natural sleep aids. They're not, I don't know, they do make a difference. I put some mullein leaf in my tea. Liquid melatonin right here. And that promotes sleep. And then there's a spray you can just spray right into your mouth. And it helps to put you to sleep. It just gets you drowsy. And cinnamon flavoring, I'll put that in there. There's one other thing that I use, that this one here, and I'm not sure, I can't remember what that is. I put a little bit of that. I forget now exactly what's in that. This one, which the melatonin, this works really well. I mean, you can feel it. You just get drowsy, and you just start nodding, and it really puts you into a restful sleep. That coupled with caffeine-free tea, and then don't eat chili peppers before you go to bed. Even though I could eat chili peppers all day long if my stomach could handle it, but my stomach can't handle it. Okay, so I don't want this to stick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray this grate. I have a four level smoker that has 4 grates in it, but I'm going to use this grate is finer, and so I'm going to use it. And I'm gonna, because I don't have the skin, I took the skin off of these yesterday, you saw that, so I'm gonna spray this with this right here. They say to coat the salmon in honey. I'm not gonna do that. I mean, not honey, oil, to coat the salmon in oil, but I could, I'm not going to. So now I'm going to put the salmon on here. Just like that, these pieces. Boy, they're feeling really good. Now, I normally make like 3 times this much. enough to do like 3 grates out in the smoker. So I do, when I usually do like I'll get a 12-pound salmon, and I'll do at least half of it, of the fillets, or more. So usually like 3 times that, and that lasts me. And then I refrigerate it. Sometimes I freeze it for a short time if it's too much, and it lasts me, a month. So I'm just gonna gingerly. It's already been seasoned a little bit yesterday. I had the coconut sugar that you see there, and then the salt. Usually when I brine it, I'll add honey and I'll add all this stuff in there. And then I'll leave it alone. But this time what I'm going to do is, because it's a small amount, if it's a larger amount, I just don't want to get in there, open the smoker up and brush. It just takes forever. And it makes a mess. But this time with this small amount, I will brush it a little bit. But, keep in mind that you don't need to over flavor this. Well, here's my well-used smoker. It's a master built. And you can see it's got ooh, almost dropped the salmon. It's got 4 layers in there. And I'm going to put this on the second shelf here, just like that, and bring these forward, like this, just so I can get in here easier and coat them. And then, what a good idea, what I should do is take this out and just put it up here. I've gotten pretty good at smoking stuff over the years because I have a smoker. When you have a smoker and then you use it, you tend to get good. I destroyed a lot of stuff, but I learned. I do really good beef jerky. That I'll flavor a little bit more. Look at this thing, man. It's just baked on there. It's cool. So it goes right in here. Come on. Why isn't it going? Oh, there. It goes right in there. The door closes. And then down here, you turn it on. I got everything plugged in. So it's turned on. Is it plugged in back there? Yeah. And then close the door. And then come over here. Turn this on. And now I'm going to set the temperature. And I want to go, that's supposed to be, every time I come out here and use this thing, I'm losing more and more of the LEDs. Set temperature. That's 190. That's supposed to be a 1. That sucks. I'm going to go 160, and I'm going to set. And now it asked me for time. I'm going to go, yeah, 1, 2, I'll just go 3 hours, set time, set seconds, and now it's heating. I will be back when that is coming out, and I'll show you what the final product looks like. I think the salmon is finished. And I think it's raining. Let's go in here. Put it here. I ate a couple of pieces during the cooking process. Part of it I used to make a couple of burgers, and then, I think I ate 2 of these already during cooking. Here's another piece. They do have bones in them because they're not fillets, but oh man, this is good. Oh my God, absolutely delicious. Oh, so good. It's not overly flavored. mild. They're nice and dry, but they're still moist inside. You know, I gotta keep them refrigerated, but you know, we're gonna eat this in a day or so, maybe two. My son will get a hold of it. It's not gonna last, but you know, it's no different than if I cooked a salmon steak. It's just smoked. Absolutely delicious. I mean, if you haven't tried it, you could really do it in your oven. Because most ovens will go down to about 170. And 170 you could smoke your own. You're not going to get the smoke flavor, but you could buy smoked salt and brine it with smoked salt or put some on afterwards. And I don't recommend the liquid smoke. I don't recommend liquid smoke. It's terrible. But you go to a spice store. There's one in Napa. Now they're all over the place. I imagine you can go to Amazon and get it. And this is extra bold smoked salt. I bought a couple of these from a store over in Napa. And I used some of it to make a blend. Excuse me, the label is not accurate. I bought this and I used it up, but I keep these containers, mostly salt, the smoked salt, garlic, black pepper, probably a little bit of coconut sugar in here for a bit of sweetness. It depends what I'm using it on. This is for stuff that, you know, maybe chicken or something like that, you know. So anyway, cheers. It's Friday night, and I'm going to have a little mezcal. This is from Tom Hall, Tomas Artesano. I don't know if anybody watching likes mezcal, but I always thought it was like, you know, second to tequila. But having tried them and, you know, gotten familiar with mezcals, and this one's a little bit smoky, they're superior to tequila. In my opinion, they're just superior. And I'm gonna have another piece of this. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I'm gonna put it away now. And I hope you guys have a good evening. I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.